second delay is always what killed Rusty Jason. It was awesome. Anyways, here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Awesome.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Welcome. Tonight, I have a special guest with me. Someone who's put up with me for a long time, cheered me on. I am very excited to welcome my good friend Grundy to the show. Grundy, welcome.
Hello. Thanks
Now-
for having me.
No, hey, my pleasure. Now, Grundy knows what he's doing, which is obviously different from myself. And so let me show you real quick a recap of last week. So I was going to stream yesterday morning, but just life got in the way. And so I was in a rush to even complete the event, right? So I was able to clear the first round. I got stumped a little bit on the Night Sisters. This 3v3 Asajj Ventress with the Omicron. I kind of threw me off a little bit. But then I just ran out of time, soccer games and cleaning and teens, and it's just a whole mess. So yeah, I did okay. I just didn't, obviously. Had I had the time to actually stream, I probably would have done a lot better. Now, would I beat him? Who knows? Tonight, we're going up against Pastero. This guy has 5 Galactic Legends. C, Lord Vader, Kenobi, Luke, and Slacker. But, I gotta tell you, look, I mean, I don't know. This guy's roster, he is a whale of sorts. Or maybe he's just more effective than me, because his bottom, not nearly as fluffy. I mean, I'm looking at his last several rows, and I mean, he doesn't even have his Jawas. Chief Nebbit, that's level 1. He's 5-star, but he's level 1, right?
And he's only 7.3 mil with all this? Wow.
Yeah, like he's
impressive.
Yeah, he's really harnessed or focused his attentions. So we'll see how it plays out. So yeah, I'm excited, which means in my mind, and you were asking me before the show, do I do any prep? Do I do, how do I prepare for a battle? And the short answer is I don't. I think it takes all the fun out of it. Right? I mean, I look at my opponent's list and I'm like, all right, what does he put in the past? I mean, in the past, I mean, like, how has he performed in this arena? And then I have other people who I'll look at, like his GLs, I'll look at his stuff, and I'm just like, all right. And then I bring up SWGOH and I just go to town, right? And that's
sounds good.
That's where we are now. So I'm excited.
So on the Asajj one, one of the ones I usually use against them is the Bounty Hunters. They seem to work pretty well against them. That way you can just insta kill if you have Mando available and Grief, and then usually run, Bosk as a lead. That works pretty well for it.
All right. Rule of 2 is on the chat. 3v3 is GAC's off season. Yeah, a lot of people feel that way. I'm going to go in. I'm going to start with Newt. This is Relic 7, Relic 7, Relic 3.
Yeah, Wampa?
I do have Wampa. That's what I was thinking.
Awesome.
And I love the Wampa. I'm not going to put a Datacron on because I don't know if I have one effectively. And, why not? Risk it for the biscuit. So, have you done your account tonight? Have you done your...
I have not done either one yet.
All right.
I was going to do the alt first tonight, and then I'll do a little bit of the main, and then I'll do the rest of it tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah. So rule of 2. So I'm actually curious, like a lot of people, when they don't care for this 3v3. I mean, to me, it's no different. I mean, it's a, it's a new type of battle. You have to prepare it differently, or you should probably prepare for it differently, if you wanted to win and not just goof off. But do you find that? I mean, do you feel like there's a lot of people out there who just don't do 3v3? They don't like it?
Absolutely. Those, especially those that are outside of K1, or even just on the cusp of K1.
Yeah.
I think that there's a lot of people that just kind of phone it in. I've talked to a lot of different people in the guild that will just do that and go in, do one battle, and jump. They just don't like 3v3, especially since the GLs. There's so many different things that have been able to, basically stop you from doing anything. I mean, I sat here watching, Calvin Awesome the other day, and, he gets stuck. And I'm like, all right, I guess I'm only going to go for the top now.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's frustrating to me. I've seen that with some other streamers as well, having problems, with these new Datacrons.
Oh, yeah.
Even Malgus for me, because I don't have Malgus. I don't have SK.
Same. I
only have 5 GLs. And so I've been stuck behind Malgus unless I use a GL. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. It's tough. I mean, I get why they changed GAC and the rankings and all this, and I get why they're moving back and forth between 5s and 3s. Yeah. It's kind of fun, but I think that the Datacrons also add a little bit too much to it. I don't know that I like it as much.
Yeah. To me, it is the Datacrons. It's so much effort, and like, I'm really excited about the way that I was really excited about the way that the mods were being retweaked. I was like, this is going to be cool. This is going to be something that's just amazing. And I'm not super happy.
Yeah.
With it, because the way that I thought it was, you got to choose which secondary was going to be replaced, and then you got to say, okay, well, the secondary is going to be replaced, and so therefore, let's see, penetration. Sorry, the second, my ADHD's acting up because it's late and my drugs are wearing off. So, I was reading the Datacron here, and the only word I actually said out loud was penetration. But
what are you thinking about using on this?
So I've got a couple options. I've got a feeling that this guy is not putting all of his eggs in one basket. So for those of you who aren't me, because I didn't start off with this, and I normally do. So, like, this is the bottom that we're working on. We've got CLS with a level 7 Datacron, Qui-Gon, Lord Vader, and Iden. Iden I'm not super worried about necessarily. She's always one of those that kind of freaks me out a little bit. But up top, it's kind of the same. We don't have... Essentially, my point that I'm trying to make is there's not a relic up front. And so, in my mind, this is someone who probably saved, like myself, all or most of his relics, or as I said, relic, Galactic Legends. And so we've got Wedge, we've got General Hux, we've got Grievous, Shaak Ti, and Dooku. Yeah. So like, I'm not seeing, he's in my mind, he's not a guy that I think would put relics on the board.
I'd be curious if anyone has cleared his LV yet, right?
Yeah.
And so he probably has the rest of the GLs for offense.
Yeah, and that's my thought. Oh, yeah, there's Lord Vader, so I guess there is a GL up front. I don't think of him. Lord Vader is... I mean, I love Anakin. I love Vader. But Lord Vader, he was only Lord Vader for like 10 minutes before he got his arm and leg cut off. I mean, he kind of went out like a B word. And it's like, eh. Let's see. So I was thinking either Revan for this. Revan, Bastian, Malik. But then Lord Vader...
failed on this a couple times now, and it's like I totally forgot how I did it the last 3v3. I was using Padme, Gideon, and R2.
Oh.
And Gideon has to be faster. And what happens is then he removes, all their turn meter, buffs, all that kind of stuff, right? And then your Padme does her smell my armpit type thing. And now R2 has like 20 stacks.
Yeah.
And I couldn't remember. I'm like, who am I supposed to attack? And I attacked CLS. Kill him, and then I could not win. I could not get rid of Chupio.
Oh, really?
Just sat there over and over and over, no matter what, and I could not kill him. And so I had to go back in with a cleanup, and I'm like, no. So I remembered. I went back through all my old notes that I had. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm supposed to kill Chewie. You did this last 3v3 too. So
see, I feel like I'm a drunk in a fugue state every time I don't remember anything. Let's go to Lord Vader first, and
oh boy,
let's do it. Let's fight him.
What are you gonna try here?
You know what? I'm just going in. I'm going Slacker. I'm going. I'm gonna go. What's his face? Metal face. What's the Datacron? The Datacron's a scary one. Dark side critical hit.
This is gonna hurt.
You think so?
Yeah.
Empire allies. That's 5% damage stacking till the end of his decision. Whenever Empire takes another, some protection, right? Max protection with relic amplifier. What
tank are you gonna take?
It's a great question. Who was I looking at? I wasn't thinking of tanking a tank. Let's look for a good tank. Gamorrean Guard. Let's see. Hold on. Slacker. You know what? Screw this. Let's bring in my ladies of the night. Let's bring in Night Sister Zombie, and
I don't know.
You thinking?
I think that you're going to get fractured, and I think Vader will end up killing old Daka. I think Watt having that tank tech on will remove those debuffs.
Okay.
I don't know. You can do it.
So
this works.
This is what I'm going to do.
Pre-Datacron.
Pre-Datacron, it works.
I have not tried it yet.
Let's see if I have a Datacron. I don't. I'm not going to have a Datacron that's good. So let's see. Darks grant buff to another ally, recover health and protection. Let's do this one. You know what? I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna go in Slacker and Watt.
All right, let's do it.
I'm not even gonna bring a tank.
Who are you going to hit first?
I've got the feeling that I want to hit Vader first.
Okay, good.
I mean, I feel like, again, I don't know. On a side note, like, do you feel like this Vader is enough for the game? I feel like there probably needs to be more Vaders. Like, we have two right here, and I understand, having the two, but I don't know. I just, that was the wrong tech. Oh, crap.
Yeah.
That's all right. It'll all work out in the end one way or the other. That's what she said.
If you can kill... There we go.
Boom.
Oh.
See? Oh, Wat Tambor. He died just like he did on Mustafar.
Yep.
This is really interesting. This is like grandfather and grandson battling it out. And let's see how it works out. Oh, I keep getting my butt handed to me. Let's poke him. I always like poking the beast.
Dodges.
Let's see. Siphon a little bit?
Yeah, I think he's going to get you.
He probably will. That's all right.
We'll see.
Well,
yep.
I mean,
keep swiping.
They say swipe or no swiping.
Oh my gosh, I haven't watched that for so long.
So, all right. So I'm gonna make a video. It's gotta be this week. My brother called me just tonight. Like, he texted me and called me, and I was like, oh, I missed a call. And I'm like, what's up, man? And he's like, hey, so he's like, my family has just finished watching a cartoon, and we need more recommendations. And I was like, oh, all right, this is dope. And so I was like, well, first off, you can't go wrong with 1990s gargoyles. I just period. Because that's like dope. And but then I had recommended him that he watch DuckTales, like the new revised version.
Oh my gosh, yep.
And I'm loving it. I've rewatched the. I guess it's all 3 seasons now, but I've watched it all like multiple times, and like
you want to keep swiping there.
Oh, gotcha.
Every time you can, yeah.
Every time I can. All right.
Yeah, get that mastery up.
Gotcha. See, this is probably why I haven't been able to. What do you call that? What's that one ability where you can the Sith Triumvirate raid? That's probably why I've never been able to do it right, because I'm never paying enough attention.
Oh, to solo
heroic. It? Yeah, the heroic.
Yeah. So. Yeah, you definitely have to get that mastery up.
Yeah.
For that too. I could walk you through it. It'd be easy to do.
Yeah. I just balls. That's all right.
Come on.
We're down. Always swipe 3 times while in ultimate.
Yep.
All right, that's good to know. Yep. All right. Well, you know what? Let's jump out. Let's go to CLS.
How's your Fennec? Is she up yet?
Oh yeah, she's Relic 5.
Okay.
But I think she's on defense.
Oh no.
I know. Let's see. Commander Luke. I'm gonna go Sith Empire for this Commander Luke.
That works.
But yeah, I was thinking, I was like, I need to make a video of like all the cartoons that I think people should watch in their lives. But then I've got to make one for like kids, right?
Yeah. Because it depends on the age groups for sure.
Yeah.
You know, because you get into the old like He-Man and Transformers and Thundercats and, you know, all that stuff.
Absolutely. You know, like I sit back and I'm like, oh, this is a great show. And I'm like, I can't show this to anybody. I'm like, I can't watch this with like my children, you know? Not that they're able to speak now, you know, because that's the problem, you know. It's like when they're kids, you show them whatever you want, doesn't matter. But like, you know, you're like my youngest daughters, they grew up watching me watch like Family Guy and, you know, all this other stuff. But then it was like, oh, they can repeat things now? Maybe I shouldn't. Right?
I learned that the hard way as well.
Yeah.
So, okay, time to go watch Maisie.
Yeah.
Time to go watch, you know, things like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, all right. Cleanup squad. You know what? Let's go to Iden real quick. Looks like.
How's your trio?
Oh, they're good. Well, I mean, they're the same level. They're all Relic 3.
They should be able to beat them.
Yeah. The Sith Mistress. Oh, that's Sith Empire. Boo-da-boo. You know what? I really hope that when and if at this point anything that's not out yet is going to be an if, in my opinion. But if they ever finish the remake of KOTOR, that they build that storyline out a lot, like that they really run with it, because it's such a great show. It's such a great story. I say show, but you know, like I want more. You know.
I agree. So speaking of more, then. You know, you've kind of talked about a little bit on chat here and there about Andor. That kind of popped up today, and you know, early on, I was just like, yeah, okay, Andor, big deal. I was never really into the characters that much.
Yeah.
I really, really enjoyed Rogue One as a standalone movie. I thought, in my personal opinion, it was probably the best one.
Yeah,
standalone.
Yeah.
And so I was like, yeah, whatever. But as I mentioned, as I've watched these clips and, interviews and the trailers, I'm really getting into it now.
Yeah.
And I'm really excited for it.
Yeah. Right there with you. Like on Wednesday, I had Nev and I were talking actually on stream, and one of he thinks it's a bait and switch. He's like, with Disney, everything's a bait and switch, and so this is going to be less about Andor and more about something or someone else. And for him, he thinks it's going to be the Mon Mothma show, which, if that's the case, I don't know anyone who would be upset with that.
It's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not like it's Reba.
Yeah, exactly. So here's you're totally I mean, dude, so here's the thing. It always bugs me when people who dislike something say, "Oh, well, you're this," and it's a phobia. You hate this type of person. You hate that type of person. Look, Reva could have been amazing. The actress, she did a flying job, right? Nothing against the actress. And I never will, because it's the actress is just taking off the director, who's taking off the writing. It's the whole thing.
Yep.
But like strong female characters, Mon Mothma, she is a strong female character. She's a great character, and even if we only get her as like one of maybe 3 or 4 or 5 side storylines, so what? So what? She's a great character. Reva was just, I don't know, miscreated. I mean, there could have been
an afterthought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And which is sad, because you have a character who could have been
Rule of 2.
Really
Many
awesome.
Bothans died to bring us this Disney Plus show. Yeah.
But like, it's when it's bad writing, we should just acknowledge it. It was bad writing. Episode 9,
Agreed.
Bad writing. I mean,
so one of the things you see in the trailer, though, is more ships, right? Another capital ship and all these others. And there's one ship in there, and I don't know if you've seen this or noticed it. You probably have.
Maybe.
What is the ship that has what looks like lightsabers shooting out the side of it?
I don't know.
What is that?
I have no idea.
Okay.
It's dark, which implies dark side, right? The blades or whatever that it spins around it's a death blossom. Rule of 2 says. It feels like a death blossom. Like,
that's funny.
Oh yes,
we watched The Last Starfighter with our child. I don't know, probably 6 months ago, 8 months ago. That's funny.
Audrey, we will absolutely be doing reviews. In fact, that will actually replace my Sunday night stream for however long it runs.
Now, are you going to watch all 3?
All 3 episodes? I think we have to. Like,
okay.
I'm I don't know if you can just break down. So here's the thing, and I think a lot of people don't know this, or maybe they do and they're just not like familiar. I don't know, but like this show originally was set to be launched in August.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this was an August style show. And it was August 21st instead of September 21st, which again, disappointing. But it is what it is. They pushed it back. But when they pushed it back, what happened is they pushed
you may have to mark him.
I know, that's what I'm thinking.
There you go.
But when they pushed him back, that's what pushed back the Bad Batch. It pushed back everything, and it's just disappointing, because like, I'm super excited for the Clone Wars.
Agreed.
And originally they were just going to do a 2-episode launch. Like, it wasn't like it was the first, I guess, hour and a half. Maybe I don't know run times just yet. I'm hoping that these are at least one, I'm hoping they're uniformed. That it's not like 45 minutes here, 20 minutes here. You know, like, come on.
Yeah.
Like,
now here's a question for you.
yeah.
And do you think that part of, not just because of them pushing it back a little bit, but do you think that because of the backlash of what they heard from some of the other shows, like what is going on in, Book of Boba Fett? This doesn't make sense. And, it was kind of disjointed, right?
Yeah.
Do you think that that's also why they dropped 3? Do you think that had anything to do with it?
I think so. I do.
Yeah.
So this is, you guys know I love speculating, or I love talking and rumor, because it's
pontificating and speculation.
Yes, it's what I do best. Because clearly it's not SWGOH. It's but no, like I love the rumor mill that goes around all of this, and it is a lot of fun for me to kind of like see how everything plays out and or what people are saying. But one of the things that people have said about the way that this is going, that all of this is going down, essentially, is Disney is creating backups. So it's not just a matter of, oh, well, we had the show costs us so much and this costs us so much. What they're doing is they're creating multiple storylines to kind of say, hey, this is how this will play out, or something to that effect. And so the idea behind it is the idea behind it is they can change at a moment's notice if they don't like the way that it's being reviewed. Like, people are
gotcha.
like, oh, so it's a whole, I don't know, like, and I don't know how much of that is true, and so it could all be true, it could all not be true. It's, who knows?
It seems like that would be a lot of extra filming and prep and all the extra back end work. It just seems like that would be pretty hard to do. I got to do a quick shout out to Double Durgan there. What's up, Double D?
What's up, Double D? Also, great name, Double D. Great nickname. I'm not gonna put on Omicron on this. So, like, I don't know, like, I don't necessarily I don't want to believe it, because again, that's a lot of, like you said, it's a lot of prep work. It's a lot of, but someone pointed out, like, the cost of doing all of this doesn't seem to add up. And so, like, I don't know if that's accurate or not, but, like, I could see it being accurate because of, like, people are just, if they don't like it, I think they're done. Like, not towards Star Wars, but towards any nerddom, like, we're quick to kind of write stuff off, or fans today are quick to write stuff off, and there's just so much out there that they can do that.
I think that we are also a little more hypercritical based on our life set of what we've had the last couple of years. And I think that because of a lot more people are at home, right, that they don't have all the other stimulus. They don't have all the things going on in their lives. So it's like they have only a certain amount of outlet. And I think that they've really chosen things that are so passionate to them. Yeah. I could be wrong here. This is just, my Freudian side of things, thinking through all this. Yeah. And I think that they have that extra time on their hands, if you will, to really nitpick a lot more. And so I've tried to step back from it. Yeah. And it's like, this is Star Wars. This is fun. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to make this about all this nitpicky stuff. Yeah. Sure, I didn't like this. Sure, I didn't like that about that. Yeah. They could have done this different, etc. But let's give them a little leeway as well, because they're also doing this during this time. Yeah. They're under extra constraints as well while they're doing all this filming. Sure. So, so I'm trying to look at it objectively, but I still wish they would have done Book of Boba Fett better.
Yeah, no, I agree. So here's my hope, And for me, like, Star Wars has always been about more, and this is, I think, for a lot of people. And just as a side note, I'm gonna jump back down to Lord Vader, because before I spend too much on this very top, I'm gonna go see what I can do here.
Now the question is, what do you want to do against LV?
I'm gonna throw everything at him and hope that he put nothing on the backside.
Okay, so if you want to just take it out, without having to spend multiple different ones, I think your J&K Cat can take it out.
Yeah, let's do it then.
So I fought one with J&K Cat. I think it was GK, and they had the really good Datacron, and I still won pretty easily.
Are we talking? Sorry, go ahead.
I use GK. I think. I think as long as you have like any like mace or something like that, anyone you can put in as a tank just to take those hits.
Yeah.
You could even do like a GBA if you wanted. You know, I mean, they're going to die off, but they're going to take some of the hits initially.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, you just took out.
Did I take out the wrong one? Who am I taking out?
Yeah, you want to put him back in the lead there.
Oh my gosh, I'm hitting too many buttons.
Because you definitely need JMK in there as your lead.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Let's throw Plo Koon in there, because, you know,
you need someone to take a little bit of the hits, because you definitely want to get those armor shred on immediately. Gotcha. So you're going to swap immediately over to Cat, right?
Yeah.
You're going to give her the abilities cooldown and then hit with the armor shred. So anyone that can take some hits. Let's look here. Get more in guard unless you're going to use them somewhere else.
Nope. Gamu. Let's bring it in.
I mean, you lose some banners, but you know he's going to take a couple hits.
I've already lost banners anyways. So I'm going to put this one on. So yeah, I'm the same way. Like for me though, like Star Wars has been more than just the films. It's been more than the TV shows. It's been everything collectively. You know, it's been the books, the comics, right? It's been
your bobbleheads.
Yeah, it's been my bobbleheads, right? Let me check. Damn, does he expose? What does he do? Retribution.
So, for Father's Day, I got a new Lego set.
Yeah.
And it's the Black Series ones that I have with. I got the Boba Fett one for Christmas.
Yeah.
Where it's just the helmet, right, on a stand, and I kept eyeing over and over. I'm like, what do I want? What do I want, right? And so I'm going through trying to look at them all, and all of a sudden, one of the new ones dropped. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to have this. And so I took my family in, and I'm like, you guys got to see this. It's the Imperial Pro Droid. Oh. They're like, what? So I got that. I got that for Father's Day.
That's awesome.
And so I'm waiting to finish up my office here. Once I have it all done up and everything, I'll have everything laid out. I have the original Slave One, as well as the new one that's, you know, just Boba's ship.
Yeah.
And I have a whole bunch of little tiny stuff and everything. So anyway, I'm excited about putting that one together. It's cool looking.
And see, that's the thing. Is like it's funny because my wife's like, "Why do you have so many toys?" I'm like, "No, these are not toys.
Toys.
These are collectibles that I take out of the box and play with from time to time. It has nothing to do with toys." And you know, like, but it's fun. Like it's all of it together, right? And it's the story. Oh, that's not good.
Oh, dang it. Oof, come on.
Oh, this ain't good.
Yeah.
Keep the heal immunity on him.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah. But yeah, like I love the collectings. I love everything about it. It's just so much fun, you know?
Yeah, I don't know if you want to back out or not, and because he was at least in the yellow, but
yeah,
dang it.
Do we want to back out?
I mean, he's at full.
Yeah, so Yeah, I'll back out.
See, this is why I don't like datacrons as much.
Yeah.
It's like, really?
They're rough. They're rough. What do you think? Hold on, let me see something. Who do I have? I have Maul. I have all my Mandos. I feel like I've used Maul in the past, but I can't remember how. Poopy Crons. Yeah, that's how it feels.
Yeah.
Troopers.
I don't know. Yeah. If pre-Datacrons, Troopers worked okay, but I don't know.
Who would you use?
And you don't have Fennec, you said?
Yeah. No, Fennec's. At least I think I put her on defense. Yeah, I did. So,
you can try the Troopers.
Veers, Piet, and Dark.
Yeah.
Let's see. But with Datacrons, who knows? Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure which DCs you have.
Piet.
Yeah, with this Datacron on LV, it's really tough. Like I said,
I don't have a single one. Huh.
I mean, I've seen JML do it in Squad Arena in 5s, but you got to have the really good Datacron on him.
Boom.
What Datacrons do you have?
Let's see. Gain riposte, and then turn meter, 10% turn meter when the ally or defeated or that don't work. Here's a good one. Beginning of each turn, 25% chance to dispel debuffs on themselves.
Good armor penetration on that one too.
Yeah.
What is this one? Jedi allies foil. So the problem is you don't have anything to remove all those debuffs except for Yoda there.
Yeah.
I mean, what else are you gonna do? You have Hail Marys. Do you want to clear the others first and then come back?
I say we keep going on this guy. We grind on him until he pops. Or, let's try this one out and see what happens.
25 chance to dispel all debuffs on them. All right. So that one you could have a chance to dispel the debuffs.
Yeah.
It's worth a shot.
I'm doing it. I'm going in.
I don't know. Is Ranzelia still in the chat?
Hmm.
What does he have?
I don't know.
Any ideas? Yeah, I would be spamming that as much as you can. Hitting Luke. Yeah, put that on him. There you go.
Gotcha. Doo-doo-doo.
Come on. Come on. Yep. Come on.
Here we go.
Problem is when LV then comes in with his massive crush and heals back up.
Yeah.
You can do it. Come on.
Oh,
we can do it. Come on.
They both have taunt on it, so they both not taunt. They both have daze.
Yep. Use his third ability then if you can't call anyone.
I can call Master Yoda or Jedi Master. Here we go. Boom! Come on now. There we go.
Yes.
There we go. All right.
Yes. Whew.
All right. That was scary. Now, if he put the rest of his GLs on the backside, I'm going to be really pissed off. But, well, he kind of did. Let's. He's got Slacker. Ooh. No, we can have some fun with this. All right.
What do we have left?
So we've got Slacker. We've got Darth Revan. We've got Mama T, Brood, and Captain Phasma. I do not have Starkiller. I am working on Starkiller. He is a frustrating one. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna ask you also about your thoughts, because I know that you got Profundity.
Yes.
What are your thoughts around this? It seems like they steal a lot of the Rebel ships, right? So it kind of makes your Rebel fleet, almost inoperable.
It does.
Do you think that they're going to come out with more Rebel ships from the Endor?
Yes, I do.
To help out.
I still think that we're going to see Saw Gerrera. In game. I would not be shocked if Saw Gerrera came as a conquest character in the next couple of months. And with Saw Gerrera, you got like 2 tubes, you've got like a bunch of different things. Like, on a side note, there's rumors that what's her name? Red, she's Infus Nest is potentially gonna be in it, and so like if we see her in a ship, then boom, the ship's in the game. Like, I really think that there's gonna be a lot of potential for this, for the upcoming everything. And so like it's kind of hard to say what's gonna come out, because it really depends. Like I could even see Mon Mothma with like a ship. But even like
I think Saw Gerrera would come, because he's been in a lot of the things that have come out here recently. They've talked about him a lot in the interviews and the trailers. So I really think that he will. Now, another question for you here, as you're looking at this, is obviously points. So points-wise, you're going to get more if you go top, right? And clear that top front zone, open up ships, have that available. Yeah. So for me, that's where I would start, looking at what you have here down below. Not too bad. I mean, SWGOH is going to be the hardest one, I think. Yeah. But we can pick apart some of those others.
Yeah, I think so too.
So let's look at that top one. I think you've got a couple tough ones up there.
All right. So we've got Shaak Ti, Dooku, Wedge, and Hux.
What do you have available for them?
Whew, that is a good question. So let's see. I could do a Hux versus Hux. So like I have my first order, I think, up here. Might have put them on defense. Who knows? I've got my bounty hunters. I've got 2 tubes. Bones says he wants, the guy with his bounty hunter with his face. I'm pretty sure they just call him 2 tubes.
The tubes in his face, yeah.
Yeah, he does actually have a name. Like, he has a whole storyline behind him and everything. If you go and watch, or if you read the, it's, I forget which storyline it is, but there's in one of the comics, he kind of, I'm gonna go to Dooku real quick, and I'm thinking bounty hunters.
And you have Mando still?
Yeah. I've got...
That should work.
Yeah.
That should work just fine.
Yeah. So let's do Mando. Boom. Yeah, so 2 tubes actually shows up in an episode in the comics, and I say episode, there's an entry in the comics.
Do you want Grief as your lead?
Who would you suggest?
Oh, you don't have Bosk. I see.
No, that's why I put Grief, yeah. I don't know why.
I don't know his contract off the top of my head. I'm not Dr. V or Van
just attack out of turn 20 times, which, well, with that, I think the other damage the healthiest enemy. Aura gives contract first.
Which can be hard because they're going to go stealth.
Yeah. Use an ability while buffed 10 times. Yes, Aura will...
I would not do that one. Because you're going to need Grief. If anything, I would go with Boba Fett lead over Grief, but if you are familiar and comfortable with the aura,
I'm not. Let's do Boba first. Let's do it.
Okay, make sure you know his lead, right?
Yeah, it's just defeat an enemy. Defeat the healthiest? What is it? Let me double check. Defeat the first enemy that takes a turn out of.
And is that going to be Dooku?
Should be.
Let's look and see.
Let's see. So speed. He's at 295.
So the biggest thing is you'll have to go. He'll go in stealth, right? If he's faster than you, and then you'll have to sit here and wait for him to come out.
Yeah.
So you'll have to ride the train of Nest hitting you back.
Aldry is saying that with Aura we could get the one shot off faster.
I agree. If you're familiar with it.
Yeah. So it looks like 297 is the highest for him. I want to say my bounty hunters are a little faster. What are you looking at, Boba? 266. I'm wrong.
She's about 100K.
251. So yeah, they're going to be faster. 257. So
Can you weather the storm of Nest retaliating, and then Dooku doing his second ability on you, trying to stun?
Aura's contract after 3 turns. Yeah, Aura's contract would be super fast.
Let me see what else you have under your arsenal available. I'm a little concerned with Dooku going ahead of you.
Yeah.
Like Rand's just said, is the stuns.
So I've got a Rey with 0 ultimate ability because she's a turd monster.
Oh, you don't have the old on her. Dang.
No. Everyone gets stealth right away, so you start buffed. Yeah, no, I would start buffed. And so I would just need to attack 10 times with Aura. Which, 2 for Boba, and then one of those AoEs or one of those all calls from Grief, and then 1 more attack. I think it'd get him pretty quick. I do have...
You can try it.
Let's do it. Let's try. Let's try it. Let's do Grief and let's give it a shot. All right. Let's see. Here we go.
Drum roll.
And now they're all stealthed. So
yep.
Wonderful. Let's see. Turn. Let's see. Who do I want to do? Tiger's toppled. That one doesn't work.
I'll wait on my next questions for you. I don't want to.
All right.
I don't want to bug you in. This one's a good match here that you got to kind of pay attention to. And if you're lucky, go back into stealth with your second. Yeah, and then hopefully maybe you can stun, maybe you can get a big hit. Yeah.
Let's get the retribution.
Ouch.
Yeah, that hurt a little bit. Goodbye, Infus Nest.
Nice.
All right. Yeah, I'm not super worried. So now what are your questions? Let's talk.
All right. So what are your predictions on the next GL? Where we're at? Because it doesn't seem to me like they are going to go in a same like cadence that they originally did early on.
I think you're right. I think they're going to slow it down, which I'm fine with because it gives people... So in all fairness, if they do slow it down, it shows that they're not trying to money grub as hard, right? Because if they're releasing like multiple GLs at a time, then there's just so much to farm. There's so much to get, and like the idea is that like, well, you can farm for one guy or you can farm for a different guy, whoever you like, but that's not really how it plays out. How it plays out is to be able to farm whoever you want. There's certain basics that you need, and like Jabba might be the most I don't know, he might be the most free to play character that we've seen so far, as far as GLs go, but it's, I don't know, like I'm excited is the short answer. Like outside of these 3 new marquees, I'm pretty close. Those marquees are going to kill me, but you know, I'm still happy.
Now, who do you have to go with your Han and Chewie? Oh, you have CLS. So you could actually have a CLS 3PO and 2PO, and then you could do another lead, depending on who you have, like a Kira or a Wedge Han Chewie, or even Bam Han Chewie.
Yeah.
Okay.
You said 2PO?
I would probably do. I would probably hold off. Yeah, you could do this. This would probably be this just fine. I don't know how good your nest is.
She's a Relic 5.
How well modded?
Not well modded. No. Just know that of my mods suck.
Okay.
Relatively.
So I would either keep CLS, 2PO, and 3PO together. Is what I would do.
Oh, gotcha.
So either go with them or go with a different lead Han Chewie here.
Let's try this one. Let's try it. I'm curious about this one. Do I have
And then
should I use a Datacron?
Did they have one?
Not a good one.
Not a good one. Yeah, I would take out Shock.
Okay. All right, let's do it.
What were her speeds and stuff?
I didn't even look at it. So probably not the smartest move on my part. But you know, I tell people,
let's do it.
I come here to have fun. If you want to learn how to play, go somewhere else. Because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just having fun. Bones, I think, is right. I think the next major update will probably introduce. Before I get too off topic, I do think that the next one will be. I think they're gonna stay with this whole non. What do you call it? The non force sensitive character, right?
Okay.
That's what I'm seeing. Non-force sensitive character, and it's going to be scoundrel, smuggler, scoundrel. Yeah, that sounded weird in my head when I said it. Scoundrel, smuggler, something, right? Something to that effect. I want it to be Hondo. I really do. But they've been dropping a lot of like resistance stuff lately, and so part of me's thinking that Maz Kanata might enter the mix in a little bit. Like if it
makes me wonder if they'll do something like this from either like Mando 3 or the Ahsoka series.
Yeah.
And because of where we're at with the Mando series, it wouldn't surprise me that they wait for then, when that comes out, right? And then who is going to end up with the Darksaber? That's, that whoever that is could be that next GL.
Mm-hmm.
You never know.
Easily,
I don't know.
Could be the next GL. Like that's like and that's the thing is like, Mando deserves it. He does. I have this feeling that this next season of The Mandalorian is going to be like a Mandalorian Civil War style thing. I'm very curious to see how it plays out. But like I think Andor is going to be kind of a buffer series. I think it's going to be great. Like I think it's going to be absolutely wonderful, and that's just my hopes. But like I think that it's going to be a buffer series for this. I think we'll get ships out of Andor. I think we might get some more of our rebels. We might even get some cool Imperial characters out of this. But I think GL wise, I really think that since they're going with what do you call that? They're going with Mando. I think that it's going to be that time period.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So it could be an older Hondo, right? But again, unless he's introduced, I'm really not thinking, I'm not thinking that's going to be the case.
I've seen and heard rumors, though, also that they've already chosen who's going to play Ezra.
Yes.
As well as for Thrawn. So could we get a GL Thrawn?
I see. That's the other thing too. Like, oh my gosh, I need to sit down and break down all of the Thrawn books because they're freaking amazing.
Exactly.
Here's my summation of what I think is going to happen. Okay, Thrawn will be neither good nor bad. He's going to be Thrawn.
Right. He won't be Empire.
He won't be the Imperial. He won't be the
exactly.
Empire. He's going to be Chiss. This will be a Chiss character because they went to the unknown regions, right? We know he's in the unknown regions, right? And so absolutely it's going to be like Thrawn, Ezra. My concern, and it's not a concern that it's like, oh, this will be a bad character or this will be a bad storyline, but it's because I don't want it to happen. My concern is that Iman Esfandi is the name of the guy. That's confirmed. That is no longer a rumor. And so, but my concern for Ezra is that he's going to see Thrawn as the kind of that anti-hero, and say, well, you know what? Like, I see what you were trying to do, because Ezra is that sensitive. He's got that Force empathy, and that's going to be used, Could we get a neutral tag for Thrawn? He's not light side. He's not dark. Anything that would come with the Chiss could very well get
it would allow them to come out with a whole new character set as well.
Yeah.
Just like they did with the Night Sisters, just like they did with, insert whoever you want to, right? Especially when you get into the Inquisitors. You have this whole other group that just came out that you have to have all 5 for, right? To then get the Grand Inquisitor. They could easily do something like that, and here's their new characters you have to, R7 to get to. So I could see it.
Yeah. There's so much, and the short answer is I don't know.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I wasn't paying attention here. Okay.
No, you're good.
I gotta see what you're doing here.
I'm going in for it.
Oh boy.
Rand says he's liking it, but I think that's towards something else. Oh
boy.
We got this, man. It's all about positive thinking and some other crap.
I would definitely kill Hux as fast as you can.
What? I've got the other one fractured. I'm gonna. Let's see how this plays out.
Rand is talking about the GL. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I
He's not talking about the team. He's like, no, this was a bad choice.
I started on the Thrawn books, and I just haven't gone back to it yet. Just the way I'm set up, I need to get a new booklight, and I was like enthralled in it already, and I just I want to finish those. I'm like itching to do it, and I'm just really excited for them because I hear you guys talk about them all the time.
Yeah.
And,
so,
and I love Thrawn and what I know of him already.
Yeah.
So I would love to see a GL Thrawn. Flat out.
Oh yeah. Because that's the thing is he absolutely could be, there's so much that we didn't really get to explore in And no, so hold on. I got in Star Wars Rebels for Thrawn that like we could. Now, you want to bomb? Thrawn is going to be active during Andor. That's I mean he's alive, he is kicking. We are absolutely going to at least hear Easter eggs for Thrawn. I don't know if we'll get like a full on this is the chiss, you know. But we're going to get something, you know. And I don't know. Like so excited. So excited for any potential.
Agreed. Yeah, did you see what Durgan put in the chat
Thrawn
there?
will be a nice guy.
I mean, that's an interesting thought.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know how to play out, but I am very excited. Now Slacker's
gonna be hard.
Yeah.
I thought you had the ultimate on Rey.
No, I'm close, but well, I'm not close. That's a lie. I've been working towards it, and I finally, after all of the tutorials that other people have put together, I finally think I might be beginning to understand how that freaking battle works.
Isn't that interesting how they came out with those first two, and it's just like so many people lost over and over, and then it's like, okay, we're gonna make the new ones, and they're just gonna basically roll over for you.
Yeah,
you can't lose.
Yeah. Feint strike, parry strike. Is that how it works? Because it drives me nuts. Like.
Rule 2, it's stuck in my head for the rest of your life.
Yes, exactly. On your deathbed, you'll be like, feint strike, parry, feint. Oh, crap, I did it again!
Driving down the road and looks over and sees a license plate that has FSPS in it. Feint strike, parry strike, no!
No! Oh, no, I just... Like there's I don't know, man. Like I'm really excited. But like with Star Wars, with everything that's been like going on, like I'm the same as you. Like I'm just going to take it for fun and try to enjoy it as much as I can. Now I've got to go through and rewatch Rogue One this week, you know.
Yeah.
Cuz it's been years since I've watched it, you know, and I love the show. I just, you know, it's with everything coming on, it's hard to find time to go back and, you know.
Dang, Ray was putting in some work there.
Yeah, she is.
I don't know.
Boom! Who needs an ultimate? It's not a pretty win, but I'll take it.
I'll take that any day. No ultimate?
Heck yeah, man.
Nice.
Woo!
Whew. Yeah, we talked about that too, wanting to rewatch Andor and Rogue One, you know, or before Andor comes out, watch Rogue One, and we just didn't get to it yet. And now I'm like, well, maybe we wait until after this portion of the series, right? You know, season 1 is done, and then go back and watch that, right? I don't know yet.
Which would make sense. I mean, and it would make total sense for it because it's a, you know, it's before Rogue One.
Right.
So, I mean, it follows.
So you can use C against D-Rev.
Oh, can you? Let's do it. Just C. I don't have my Separatist anymore. My.
I mean, if you're worried about it, then you can always throw in.
I'm not.
Throw in the tank.
I'm not worried about anything.
You do have the ult, right?
Yeah, I do. For this one, yes. This one wasn't nearly as frustrating as the other ones.
You don't, and you don't have the Datacron for C though, do you?
No, I don't. But I don't think he had a Datacron either. Who should I put on the? Should I put Darth Revan or should I put it on Basti? The Link.
Basti and Darth Revan. Yeah.
Oh, all right. Like I just like. I don't know. I'm happy with everything. You know. I'm finally at a place where it's like, you know what? I'm just done being so involved and caring so much if it doesn't fall the way that I want it to, that I'm just hoping it turns out well, you know? And so maybe I should have used no, I got this. But like Saw Gerrera being in the show is huge for me. I am super excited for that.
Every single time I see him, I always think back to the movie Color of Money.
Yeah?
Do you remember him in that?
No, like for me, my first Forrest Whitaker was Blown Away with it was Tommy Lee Jones, one of the Bo Bridges, one of the Bridges guys, and Forrest Whitaker, and Tommy Lee Jones is a IRA Irish mafia guy. Yes, Relic survived being fried. I don't know, or Revan survived being fried. Anyways, it's Forrest Whitaker like as a young actor. It was Malik that was linked. It was Malik and Basti, and like it's a great show. Great show.
Yeah, I definitely want to see him in the game.
Oh yeah, I'm like he needs to be. You know, like
he's a good actor. He
is a good actor, and he's such a great character. Like I went through and I read it's one of the books, like Rebel Rising or something like that. It's one of Jyn Erso's books, and it's where Saul, not Saul. I almost Saw Gerrera takes Jyn under like his wing and is like, all right, we're gonna do stuff now. And it was like it was all this like evil stuff, and Jin's like, all right, dope, and like she just is one of the partisans for a time. Wait, hold on. Forrest Whitaker was in Fast Times at Ridgemont High? That can't be right.
Was he?
Was he? Better Call Saul. Yeah, when you need your Imperials blown up, that's... Yeah, I don't know how he's not in the game. He is such a great character, you know? Like he's so good. And Rogue One, like when that came out and Saw wasn't part of it, I'm like, come on. I was disappointed. Cuz to me, Saw was one of the major characters in Rogue One, even if he was really only a minor character in the series, in the episode. But I'm super stoked to see him in this. Like, yeah. I am like, oh my gosh. And knowing that the guy that did the Bourne series is the guy behind Rogue of Andor, I mean, I'm
excited.
Like, at this point, I don't even care if he's never seen a Star Wars movie. Right? Like, he has enough people on his side that are like, oh yeah, you know, you can't do this, or you can do this, or you should do this, you should do that. Like, I don't care, right? He was in Vision Quest. What was he, like 12? Like, seriously, dope. Like, so very excited for this.
Yeah, I agree.
And here's the other thing. So I am stoked for this. Don't get me wrong. One of my coworkers asked me just the other day, like, "Hey, Thad, what is the thing you're most excited for?" I'm like, I'm excited for Andor. I'm excited for next week. And the guy, one of the ladies was like, "Oh yeah, it's coming out next week." And I was like, "That's worrisome that like the non-Star Wars fans don't know that it's coming out next week." But like, it's a little scary. It's a little of a scary thought. But like, as I was sitting there and I was thinking, the things that it's Tales of the Jedi that I am
that was cool.
Really excited for, because that I think is going to be just boss level amazing. Because it's gonna show Ahsoka. It's going to I can't talk tonight. It's going to show like like all of these things that she's gone through to become the Ahsoka. It's going to show childhood. I'm assuming like what do you call it? Not rebel, but childhood and don't have any datacrons. All right, well, let's go in. Childhood, Jedi, and then afterwards. Now, like, I am very excited for that. But then at the same time, oh yeah, Padawan Qui-Gon Jinn under freaking Dooku. I mean, so here's the thing, like, Dooku. No, it's Jedi. Oh, Jedi Fallen. Not Fallen. I'm trying to think of the audio drama that he was in. It's Dooku's story. But it's, I
can't wait to see Dooku.
Oh,
oh man, it looked really good.
Yeah,
I'm excited for it.
And like, it is always infuriating when people are like, "Oh, the cartoons, they're for kids." I'm like, you shut your mouth. You like, was it season 2 of Rebels when Ezra just like uses a person's mind to make him take an AT-AT walking up, like, that's not for children. Like, that is like dark, you know? Like, hey, we're gonna make you shoot your buddies down there who you probably went out and like had drinks with the night before. And also,
I just finished rewatching those a couple of weeks ago.
Like, seriously, man. Like, that's just not. You know what? I'm gonna use Maul here, cause I feel like I should, and I'm gonna do this. Do I have any? Yeah. Excellent. I'm gonna equip this useless Datacron. But like,
it's one thing I've noticed is on my alt, I did get a couple really good rolls on a couple of them, and I don't care. I'm not doing conquest on it, so I'm behind. I know, but whatever. And so I went ahead and just did it, and I used up a whole bunch of crystals and other things, and just like, I'm gonna do it. See where I dropped down way below you. I'm like, okay, it's time to try to catch back up again, just to see. I mean, I'll probably get whooped if I ever get matched up with you, just because you have kept up on things and I haven't. But it'd be fun.
It hurt when I hold on. Profundity hurt, man. Like that was the dumbest thing. I was like, I forgot that you had to have crystals saved after the fact.
Yeah.
That was, oh my gosh. I was mad at myself. I mean, I've got it, you know, and I'm farming, like right now I'm farming for like it's hit and miss cuz I'm farming for everything. Is essentially what it comes down to. But yeah, I do have Profundity Relic 4 or 4-star, 5-star.
I mean, you can still beat good executors with that.
Can you?
With the right ships. Yeah. Rule 2 just said you can still beat an R9.
Really? Does he have an
executor?
Let's see what he's got. Should we give it a try? I mean, R8. I mean, let's do it. I mean,
I don't know how to do it. So I would definitely ask in chat of what you're supposed to do.
So Rule of 2 says just dispel stealth at first move, then nuke the XP. Try it in arena first. Let's do that. Let's try it. Let's try it in arena. Let me get my energy real quick. I've also decided next time around, I'm not going to go for the hard level for Conquest.
Really?
I just, like, I'll spend the $10 and I'll get the bonuses and I end up never using it, you know?
Okay.
And so, like, it's rough, you know, because like I want to use it. Like I want to, I just, with time, it's one of the things that I can't bring myself to do. So give me a ship list here. So I'm assuming it's these guys. But no,
I have to look at chat for this one. I don't have it. So
Falcon, Outrider, Y-Wing. Okay. HMF. Hans Millennium Falcon. Oh yeah, you're both telling me the same thing. I was like, wait a second.
You have Rays
the
in there?
Phantom and Ghost.
Or is that Hans?
No, it's Hans.
No, it's Hans.
Yeah.
Just small text on my iPad.
Yeah. All right, that's what I got. Phantom and Ghost. Let's give it a shot.
And that's it?
Well, that's all I can.
Ghost, Phantom.
So,
there you go. And who do you? Okay, Rans. Who do you?
Says.
Who do you take out first? You said.
Spell stealth from on or marked. Oh, then I take out the bounty hunter. All right, or the not bounty hunter, the Xanadu blood.
Xanadu blood.
Dispel the stealth. Flick target lock. I'm assuming it's the second ability.
There you go.
Go all in.
Go all in on it.
Ooh, Xanadu blood goes down.
Jeez.
That is crazy. Holy crap.
And
do I want to do
Ghost first? But Phantom reduces the cooldown the next reinforce.
You've already won. No wiggle. But I like
no
the
wiggle.
Spell.
All right,
so
yeah.
AoE?
So basic.
Basic. All right.
Because that'll call the others. Yeah. It calls the others.
Holy crap.
Wow. You like that?
That is ridiculous.
Jeez.
Oh, they just like AoE. Okay.
Now AoE.
So now,
hopefully you can kill.
So Ghost is the next one. Where did I see Phantom? All right.
You can bring Phantom in, and then
holy
kill
crap.
Kill Razor.
So we just. My gosh.
Yeah, I don't think you can get around
Yeah,
taunt there.
So should I do the AoE? Is that what the...
Yeah.
Okay. Jeez, this is...
There you go.
All right, so I got to do the 5 times. Jeez. And then we'll bring in the Ghost. Like, this is insane. So do I do AoE again?
I'm assuming.
Right?
Yep.
Call Falcon. Oh. Rule of...
We're going to have to speed it up a little bit too.
Yeah.
Watch that timer.
All right. Let's get rid of Boba. Maybe? Yep, Boba's gone. Let's get... Oh, ball. Someone else is coming in. IG-88. Yeah, you suck. Stop it. Now kill the others. Now kill the others. That's said with, like, true...
You will die.
Jeez. Let's do some... I could probably put it on auto at this point.
Probably.
Second on Outrider. Oh, whoops. That's good to know. And no wiggle. We're not doing the wiggle.
That's amazing.
This is ridiculous. Like, I'm... Like, after this is second on Outrider. Let's do that. Like, after all of this, I'm going to go, like, try the rest of my stuff and see... What's up, Pawn? How are you, sir? Only wiggle if it's in deep. That's what she said. Oh! Sorry. Inappropriate. I apologize. Ultimate.
And then you have the ult. Yeah.
Should I just like hit auto at this point? Yeah,
I would.
Let's try it because I can't hit the buttons fast enough. Oh, how many times has she said that? So sad. Holy crap! This is insane. I have someone else on my shard here as like
awesome.
A relic. I know what relic. They have them all the way up. So ranks. Yeah, that was the new ship. So yeah, I've got one other person. 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess I haven't really paid much attention.
So there you go.
Holy crap! I'm not even.
You feel good?
I feel great. I'm not even.
Now, how you feel about that purchase?
Yeah, well, I feel a little better. I won't lie.
Yeah.
No, I'll feel better if I can get him to 6-star next time, and then 7-star eventually. But yeah. Holy crap! Let's give it a shot. Let's do it. Let's try Radis. All right. Oh my gosh! And of course me, because I wasn't planning to use him. Oh man. Well, but it wasn't all for naught. That was a good experience for me. Now I can actually practice it, and so next time I'll know not to be an idiot. And jeez.
Oh well.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Is like, do I want to bring in? I'm gonna bring in one more. Who do I want to bring in? Nah, screw it. I'm going in. Man, that was awesome.
Yeah, I would definitely be testing that in arena more.
Yeah, no kidding. Hey, and look, I got the opening salvo. That's always nice. But an ejaculator mirror match.
That's
well,
funny.
you know, it's Sunday night. What else are you gonna do, right?
Right.
I feel like it's the time and place. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's not. Let's see. No.
So, did you ever get into the Game of Thrones series? Are you watching the new one?
Dude, can I tell you? Okay, so yesterday, first off, I love, and I promise that this has a connection to what I'm about to say. I love shopping at discount stores like Salvation Army, right? Secondhand items are like my favorite thing. Now, having said that, I was at our local one here, and I found the entire set. I mean, all in paperback. Don't get me wrong, but like the entire series of Game of Thrones for $8. And I'm like, I'm putting it in my cart, and my wife's like, and we were there to buy books because my wife teaches too, and she's like, we're not here to buy books for us. We're here to buy books for, for our classrooms. I'm like, but I can't get this cheaper anywhere. I was like, this is the cheapest I'll ever see this. And she's like, no, it's, and like, it was one of those things. It's like, don't spend too much. I was like, fine. And so I didn't get it. And I was really upset. She's like, you've read it before. And I'm like, and I'll read it again. Like,
and I'll read it again.
I mean, he'll eventually die and someone else will take it over, hopefully. But yeah, this isn't as going as well as I would have anticipated, to be honest. I usually play better than this, but I
did a heal there instead of calling in a ship. I would have brought in a ship.
It was a bad choice. It was
maybe I was distracting you.
No, it's fine because I'm easily distracted. But like, let's talk about this Game of Thrones thing, because I love the series as a book. The show, like the TV show, was just garbage. Like it was fine until like the last 2 seasons, and then you could tell that the guys weren't they were done with it, you know. And so like frustrating. Like, that aspect of it was super frustrating to me. But like, I was all in with Game of Thrones. Love the series, love the show. The Onion Knight is quite possibly one of my favorite people in the whole world. Like, let's see, who I was going up against. All right, Rebels. I'll go bring in my First Order.
Yeah, your First Order.
Yep. And so, like, I love it. I think it's a Tormund. Oh my gosh! Can I tell you? Like, there was a guy that I worked with. No joke, looked just like him.
Really?
Tall, redheaded, built like a Viking ship. Not even a Viking. The ship. Like, he was a brick house. Like, that dude.
Wow.
And like, every time, like, the first day I saw him and met him, I'm like, he's like, this is my name. I'm like, the hell it is. Your name now is Tormund Giantsbane. And he's like, that's not I'm like, I don't care. I'm sorry, dude, but I have to call you this. I'm like, it's just, it has to be, because that's who you are now. And then he went and saw, he hadn't seen the show before, and I was like, we need to go and watch it. And so he watched it, and he's like, all right, I'm cool with you calling me Tormund Giantsbane. I'm like, yeah, man, as you should be, because that guy's he's a bad mother. Like,
yeah.
I will say I was a little disappointed in the casting for, I forget his name, but the King Beyond the Wall. He just wasn't rugged enough for me. Like, I don't know why. I just, I want my King Beyond the Wall to be Mace Raider. Thank you. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. Just, to me, he wasn't enough. He just didn't do it for me. He didn't blow my skirt up, if you will.
Yeah.
But
it was fun series. Like, I agree with you. I mean, I had read the books. I started them many years ago, and was always waiting for the next book to come out. So winter was coming for a very long time.
Oh, I bet.
It was frustrating. And then to start watching them, and then it was like all the way up to the Red Wedding. I'm like, yes, this is like spot on. You guys have done so well. And then it started deviating. And I'm like, okay, I understand. I get it. Okay, sure. And then, like you said, you got into the last couple seasons, and it was just like, oh, man. Yeah, they ran out of content. They didn't have any books to pull from. And and they just had to finish it up, it felt like, in a hurry. I don't know.
That's exactly
I was a little
what
bummed.
They did. And it's sad because, like, for the whole show, they're doing such a good job of, and this is the thing, like, I'm all about taking, like, I love Stephen King. Like, right now, where is it? It's upstairs. I'm reading the Fairy Tales book. It's just came out. It's freaking amazing, right? But Stephen King is notoriously like, you know what? It's your material now. Do what you want. And I'm like, no, Stephen King. That's a bad Stephen King because then people take stuff and they just butcher it,
Yeah.
But these guys with Game of Thrones, with Game of Thrones didn't do that until the very end. And then it was like, you just don't care, and man, it was just disappointing, it was just, it was sad because there was so much good that they could have done with it that they just didn't, it looks like his ships aren't, I'm going to go back here and I'm going to do, it was a good lesson for them. And I'm hoping that if and when they ever get called back into doing, so they are the ones doing House of Dragons. I didn't realize that. Because, like, they need to know their stuff, like, man, like, it just, I haven't checked it out
so far.
I haven't checked it out. Like I've got so much stuff. So I'll be honest, okay? And you guys can immediately unsubscribe or, hang up or whatever. I'm
What, you have a family and you have other life
no.
and duties and things to
Yes.
do, and you don't get
No.
to just watch and do everything you want?
Unfortunately, that's what I do on my break time at school. No, well, it kind of is. But like I've been watching what do you call it? She-Hulk. You know,
Oh, She-Hulk, yeah.
and I got to say, like I'm not a hardcore fan. I don't know anything about She-Hulk. Rand says, "I'm out. Bye." So here's
I don't
for
know
me,
anything about it.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like for me, I was like, I don't know anything about this character. I don't care if it's good or bad. The way that I've been viewing this I actually think that the director, who is a very, I think, very feminist person, is making She-Hulk as like an anti-feminist. And I don't know if she's doing it on purpose, but that's how I'm taking it. And because that's how I'm taking it, I love it. Like,
interesting.
Like and again, like I'm all about equality. I don't think either gender is better. I think that we should treat each other kindly. All of that other crap. I mean, I have daughters, right? Of course, I want strong female characters that my kids can look up to and like, oh hey, you know, this is someone that they can emulate or whatever, right? Not at this point, not at the point of story. And what I'm seeing is that all of this uber femininity that like the She-Hulk character has tried to exude so far keeps backfiring on her and like the most obvious way. And it's like, so are you telling me that women shouldn't be uber feminists? Because that's what it feels like. And
I haven't watched any of them yet. So we had a couple friends come over yesterday, and we did board game night and stuff. And so we usually do dinner here and then do board game night.
Nice.
And they're watching it, and they're huge Marvel fans.
Yeah.
They were just at the Comic-Con up in Seattle.
Nice.
In Washington, and you know, they're all decked out and everything. They got to meet LeVar Burton, and like they have all these. And anyway, so they're talking about all this, you know, stuff they're watching, and that was one of them, and they were just loving it. And I'm just like, I had no interest in watching it because I don't know anything about it and don't really care as much about Marvel. But now I'm like, maybe I should at least watch it just to see.
Like, it's kind of funny, and like they. So Rand says, I don't like it strictly because of the poor CGI. Wife is a CGI artist, so the standard is pretty high. All right, I see, and I understand that. Like I totally get that. Like if you've got that high bar up there for you, you know, like, and especially someone who can see the difference. To me, I just see Jennifer Walters, and I'm like, as She-Hulk, and I'm like, she's an attractive lady. But the whole time I'm watching it, I'm thinking of like the Futurama episode of like when the boys get trapped on like an island full of women, and it's and they're mating with the men, and it's like me want snoo, and like that's every time, and that's partially why I think of it. But anyways, it's really not that bad. Now I'm sure it's not good for a fan. Like if you're a hardcore fan of She-Hulk and you're like, I love her origin story, and I don't, and I get that. Like I 100% get that. But anyways, so let me wrap it up by showing you. First off, Grundy, thank you.
2003.
Yeah, 2003, right?
Nice.
Right, good year too for something probably. I'm sure something happened in 2003. But let me show you where I'm at. So, I have a Relic 7, almost Relic 8, Han, which will make the Falcon just that much more formidable. So I was actually going through, and like trying to get him completely unlocked and all that.
There.
Right, and then you know Finnick is Relic 7. Or Relic 5, going to be Relic 6, 7 pretty quickly. So she's not far off. Kyle Katarn, he's Gear 11. You know, it's been a slow grind because I was working almost entirely for Jabba. But then I realized, oh, I'm still gonna have to farm these relics or these marquees. I keep saying relics. I don't know, but like,
so are you gonna go for SK then instead? First?
Yeah, I am. But like,
I think that's a good choice.
Yeah, but like if you're seeing like Mob Enforcer right here, I mean, I gotta get the Mob Enforcer. Like, she will be my next relic character, because it just needs to be done. But like as far as the actual relics, I've got Darth Talon, I've got Kyle Katarn. Let me jump back. Let me just jump out and show you the journey guide. Solo journey.
Almost 9 mil. Wow.
Yeah, I know. Well, you know, the profundity helped with that. But Kyle Katarn and Darth Talon are my last two. And so, doesn't mobile chick look like Gina Carano? Mob Enforcer. Yeah. I was like, mobile chick. Hold on, let's bring her up.
Yeah.
Yeah, she does. She does look like Gina Carano. I totally see that. Let me just test the missus. She just called me, and I was like, oh, right. But so like this is where I'm at. Like, and so like I feel pretty good, you know, like, and to be honest, like, yeah, I'm really excited for Jabba. I think that we're going to get his kit released here real soon.
My concern is that he's going to end up being used for the new TB more so. Yeah. That's my concern.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know.
So here's.
I hope I'm wrong.
I think though he's going to have. I think he's going to have something connected to a new raid. I think that will be so as far, and I got to wrap up with this. As far as the puzzle, okay?
Mm-hmm.
We haven't gotten anything for the puzzle. Like we don't know what's coming out, when it's coming out. You know, they've been hinting with the Jabba stuff. There's some Jabba related data mine stuff, but it's all like in preparation for Jabba. So like I say maybe a week, 2 weeks that we've still got for Jabba. Yeah, like as far as, because we've still got to get none of them are farmable yet. Right? Yeah. Even Chrysanthemum is not farmable yet. So it's when Chrysanthemum becomes farmable, then, you know, Jabba I think will drop. Right? But I think the new puzzle isn't going to be for Jabba, because if it is, we know he's coming.
Right. Why would that make... Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
Why would they make us jump through hoops to say, hey, Jabba's coming? Yeah, we got that. We know he's coming. You've told us. You've prepared us. We're aware. So I think, and same thing with the territory battle. We know there's a new territory battle on the horizon. When is it coming? I mean, it doesn't seem like a good reason to, I don't know. It doesn't seem like it's a good reason to do that. So I think that the new puzzle would indicate a new raid of some kind. Right? Yeah,
that, or like Rance just said in chat, it could be the helper, you know, coming for conquest. You know, it could also be a new ship coming for conquest.
Yeah, it would make sense to have a helper, to have, it really does. But like, they put so much time and effort into it. I'm like, I feel like it needs to be for a big reason, for a big, you know. So, yeah, Swallow is unlocked next conquest, so the next one's got to be ready. So I mean,
not for me.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, not for me. I'm far away from Swallow at this point. Like I still got lots of.
Yeah, I'm just unlocking Malgus.
I'm not. I won't even unlock Malgus this one. I think I'll get 90 away to be honest. So let's see. I got 55 for Swallow and 161 for Malgus. Oh, if they give Hondo as a helper, who would they give him as a helper to? Let's see. Where am I going up here? Yeah. So this is with all this. I'm right here. So 365, 20. Yeah. I'm not getting much.
Where are you sitting ranks in GAC now?
Oh no, I'm sorry. I was looking at the Conquest. Oh, gotcha. Sorry, my brain shut off. So GAC, let me jump up that. Oh, So my skill rating is 3,262. Skill range 3,130 to 3,310. Where's your alt at?
That's a good question. Still down in like Erodium.
Oh.
I got to get back up there because I skipped a couple of them because of work and travel, and I was like, I got to drop, so I'm going to miss one, and then I just didn't do. I think 2 or 3 of them I missed in a row rounds, and I'm like, whoa. So it'll be a little bit before I catch you.
All right. Well, good luck, ladies and gentlemen. As always, thank you for joining us tonight. I love streaming and talking Star Wars and rambling to total strangers. It's just
thanks for having me, sir.
Thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. As always, ladies and gentlemen, like, subscribe, share. Check out the links in the section below. Audible, guys. I'm telling you, 2 free books, 1 month, absolutely free. You don't pay anything, but you can listen to Thrawn, which, if you haven't at this point, you need to, because it's dope. Have a great night, guys. What do I say? Smile.